We also, I didn't tell you this during Champion Select, but we have we removed 2 Summoner spells and added 2 new ones to Dominion. We removed Teleport and Fortify, and we added Garrison, which is basically teleport for, or I'm sorry, basically Fortify for this map. It's a little different. It basically lets the tower regenerate and is empowered, or you can use it on an enemy tower to make it way weaker. And then the other one is, instead of teleport, we have promote brought back again. And when you use promote, when you hit it, it'll find the biggest or the nearest big minion, the big melee minions there, and power him up into a super minion. And that guy, he's like 5 times bigger and just stepping on things. He's really will help you push those really defended points. Here we see the buff system in the middle. We have 2 buffs, 1 for each team. So what you see is you channel and capture it like a capture point. When he gets it, now he has more damage and a shield that slowly regenerates all the time, and he gets bigger because it looks awesome. And see, you'll see this in Summoner's Rift as well. New kill callouts on the side show you the kill and who's assisted and who they've killed. And green for your team, red for enemy team. So since the action is so fast and is happening regularly, you can quickly see where kills are happening without it taking up the whole middle of your screen, and see who's assisted and do some things like that. See, look at those minions just really go. Lee Sin with the back door here. And champion damage, if somebody comes over and damages her before she captures it, it'll break the capture. Like, anybody hitting you will stop you from capturing. So there's a lot of gameplay, and you'll probably see it here, about getting around a point and kind of like trying to like push them away and capture, and you'll progress it a little bit by a little bit and eventually get it. See, like Karma here is holding out, trying to delay them so that our friends can come in and help like this, and then Lee Sin comes in and helps. So even though she couldn't kill them, she's been really useful about stalling and letting that reinforcements come. And now if Lee Sin can finish him off, he'll then be able to capture the point. But now he has to stop them from capturing it. There's Ginsu, by the way. Ginsu and Shirelia are in this game. Kind of, you know, Ginsu's one of the original designers on League of Legends, and Shirelia is one of our balance designers as well. So it's all guys from the Riot HQ up at 4 in the morning to come play Dominion with you guys. Yeah, you'll see right here we've removed a lot of items and added new ones. Odin's Veil, Banshee's Veil was a little bit problematic on this map, so we removed it, made the same build path, and now we made Odin's Veil, which instead of putting the little bubble up on you, whenever you take magic damage, you store it. It reduces some of it and stores it up in a reservoir. And you can then activate the Odin's Veil to unleash all that damage back on somebody. Yeah. I feel this is as a new game. It is a new game mode. It plays really differently than Summoner's Rift, definitely. The thing we wanted to keep consistent was we wanted to keep that your guy powers up over time. You can play a wide variety of champions, and you can play your favorite champions on both maps. And that as you power up, you build items and make interesting builds with that, and you fight other players. Like, we're not sure on the esports side what we're going to do here. I think we're going to see what the players largely what they kind of vote with how they feel like they want to see the competitive scene go, and with whatever their needs are for Dominion competitive scene, we'll support it. We don't have ranked play on the start because we want players to get used to it and find strategies before really modifying a ranked elo. We may have to do 2. We may do Dominion specific tournaments. It may have to be, you know, maybe it depends on what the competitive and esports community want. We might do both, and then whoever wins, right? Like, I'm not sure yet. We have to kind of see. So they're fighting over this quest point right now. And what that does, it lets some more team fights happen, because we don't have a lot of 5v5 team fights in this map because you split up a lot. This gives you a little bit of an incentive to clump up and actually do a little bit of that team fight action that people like. And changes up the pace a lot. And you can see it on the map with the swords here and the shield here. And another strategy is, while everybody goes fights over the quest points, you actually go take the other ones, right? So there's a lot of strategic depth there of what you can do. Some mode then that's more than 5 people. I'm personally very opposed to that. I think it's, I don't want to, I'm not saying we never would, but I'm saying I would not be likely to do another game mode that's not 5v5, because I feel like that's where balance falls apart. It's easy to balance for different game rules when it's still, but this is still 5-on-5. I don't have to worry that damage is too high or health is too high or things like that. Still the same combat mechanics apply, but you have different contexts and different objectives. When it's 3v3, there's a problem we've had with Twisted Tree Line. It's hard to balance the combat. It would be equally hard in 7v7, like damage would be too high, right? And we would have to provide a lot more survivability. And it just starts getting, I don't think the value of that experience is worth the work that has to go into it to make it work, and the stability of it. I'd rather release more stuff like this where it's 5v5, but in totally different ways to play. Yeah, what we see, he's in first place as a tank, so he's, you know, not doing all the kills, but he's out there helping and defending points and attacking points. Oh, that malfight, and they failed the quest, so they lost some extra Nexus health, and the enemy has a buff now. There's Garrison healing that turret and making it a little stronger. Ginsu interrupts the capture with the lay waste there, so now, see, even though he can't kill all three of them, he's going to sit there and interrupt all their captures and make them until either reinforcements can arrive or he can buy enough time. He actually held it off there for a long time and got a kill. Now he has Kennen. Kennen's going to come in and help defend it. So now it's, you know, you can do those heroic last stands against a lot of guys and be like, come on, right? And actually be very effective. Like we actually reward you in personal score for that. If you stand there against a bunch of dudes and actually fight them for a long time, even when you die, you get bonus points for it. If team has all capture points, the amount your Nexus health goes down per second is exponentially increased if it's 3-2, 4-1, or 5-0. 5-0 it basically starts mercy killing you. It starts just like chunk. So what will happen is if you have to turn it around, or it will just kill you fast. And then you'd be like, oh, they beat us really badly. Okay, let's get on to a new game. So that way you're not sitting there losing a long time. Like, that's not very fun, right? So we wanted to make sure that if one team is completely dominant, that it just basically finishes the game off as fast as it can. But in our experience, that is not a common scenario. We found it has to have a pretty big skill disparity to do a 5-0, generally. See, now what's tricky is like, wow, that Lee Sin's getting beat up. The whole time they were chasing that Lee Sin, Kennen and LeBlanc captured that point. So he was just like booga and just distracted them. Because a really good tactic is just to go try to get people to chase you while other people capture points. It's actually kind of a new role, is off tank almost. So yeah, he tried to get the buff, and like the capture points, the Ashe interrupted it and he couldn't capture the buff. Pretty close, 80-71. The Red's losing its points. So if they don't turn it around, they're not going to be able to. And see, he gets a bonus for not only killing, but killing on the point, because he was fighting over an objective. So that's how we've done a lot of logic. I'm really proud of the personal score personally, because it's a way to promote the right behavior. Like, you know, you hear a lot of times that people in Summoner's Rift are like, oh, I play support and I help my team or a tank, but I just die a lot and I don't get many kills because I'm not supposed to. And then everybody yells at me for being bad or something like that. It's like, that's what we're trying to fix here. Matt Karthus. Oh, no. Here it comes. Will Blue survive? Oh, so close. The shield saved him, actually. The regenerating shield buff saved him. See, 50 HP, lol. Pretty epic. We did have a 1-0 win the other day. Oh, Red has 3 points now. So we've been 14 points. Holding out. And this has been 22 minutes. This is a long game of Dominion. Like, this is a very, very close, long game. Like, and it's, you know, already as short as a blowout in Summoner's Rift is. 2-2 now. They got to get another. That point's neutral. Looks like you might get it here. Oh, but Ginsu? Oh, not in time. Not in time. Oh, Red has 3 again. This might be an upset. This might be an upset. Oh! Nice. Good save, good save. You can drive him off and capture it, you'll be ahead. Here comes Cannon. And they got the point back. See, while he was off fighting him, they captured the point back. So distraction. Now Red has more again. Wow, what a nail biter. It's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, Karthus with the save there. 11-8. If they get this and it's stopped, 8-8, neutral. Now green. The top. Oh. That's pretty. That's probably the most intense press game we've had today.